Hey guys, this is Chris with Unknown Comics, and this week we're talking about Final Order Cutoff for comic books coming up to order March 8th, 2021. Most of these are going to be street dating March 31st, 2021 in your local comic book store here at unknowncomicbooks.com. So let's get straight into the top 10. At number 10, I've actually got two books, kind of a weird one, but they're kind of both ones you want. Department of Truth, number 7, and Ice Cream Man, number 24. Of course, both these books are ones that have been very, very popular, getting collected in a wide range. Everybody's grabbing these up, and of course to read, and also just to make sure they have the covers for both have been great. And then of course, creator-wise with Department of Truth, you've got James Tynion on this one, so it's kind of a big deal for some of the movie rights and movie deals and TV shows and things like that have been going out there. Department of Truth, number 7. It's another deep dive into the secret archives as guest artist Tyler Boss joins James Tynion and the Department of Truth to investigate sightings of flying saucers and the strange men in black suits trying to cover up their existence. Hold on to your cows. The truth is out there. And of course, Ice Cream Man, number 7. The covers on these have been just kind of crazy and not real. I mean, it's kind of different what you can do with ice cream, but it's been pretty cool. This is all the way up to issue 24, which for an Image comic is great. So this one's being written by, of course, Maxwell Prince. Again, this one's being picked up a lot, so if you haven't already, see if you can find the trade paperbacks of Ice Cream Man. I doubt you'll be able to find single issues, but if you can, good for you and get those in your collection. Ice Cream Man, number 24, Telethon. We'll be up all night trying to raise $3.99 to save this guy's life. Coming in at number 9, also from Image Comics, Shadecraft, number 1. This is a brand new series from Image Comics being written by Joe Henderson. Interior art is by Lee Garbett. And this one looks like it's going to be a pretty interesting book. Definitely something to pick up. Of course, with almost all these Image titles, you at least want to grab number 1. If you like what you read, of course, you're going to keep on getting them. So, Shadecraft, number 1. Zadie is afraid of her own shadow. She's a teenager, so she really should have grown out of it by now, right? But something weird is happening in her small town. Zadie could swear the shadows are coming to life, watching her, trying to kill her. But how do you fight something you can't even touch? And how does all this tie into her family of all things? From the creative team that brought you the Eisner-nominated Skyward, writer Joe Henderson and artist Lee Garbett join Zadie Lou as she ventures into the shadows to face her fears and discover a legacy she never knew she had. Coming in at number 8, I've got Power Rangers, Heir to Darkness, number 1. Now this one has a couple of really cool covers. Power Rangers may not be for everybody, but it's still a pretty popular thing out there. So if you haven't been reading all the new Power Rangers stories, they've kind of done a little reboot here recently, and it's been pretty well received. A lot of people are really liking what they're doing. Power Rangers, Heir to Darkness, number 1. Astronema is one of the most popular Power Ranger villains ever, and her true origin is revealed for the first time in a one-shot directly connected to the events of Mighty Morphin and Power Rangers. Before she became a Power Ranger, a young girl named Corone was kidnapped by bounty hunters and brainwashed into the assassin known as Astronema by two of the greatest threats in the galaxy, Dark Spectre and Ecliptor. But what is Dark Spectre's true plan, and what does it mean for the new Mighty Morphin and Power Rangers teams? Acclaimed author L.L. McKinney present a powerful new story that no Power Ranger can miss. And again, this is Power Rangers, Heir to Darkness, number 1, and that's published by Boom Entertainment or Boom Studios. Coming at number 7, I've got Avengers, Curse of the Man-Thing, number 1. This is another one of these books that has one of the really cool Gleason webhead covers, but also just overall it's really cool to have a book focused on the Man-Thing. This one's being written by Steve Orlando, and of course this is Marvel Comics. Avengers Curse of the Man-Thing, number 1. Burn at the Touch of the Harrower. Critically acclaimed writer Steve Orlando makes his Marvel debut with a blockbuster celebration of Man-Thing's 50th anniversary. For decades, the Man-Thing has haunted the Florida Everglades. Now a new enemy has hijacked his body on a quest to take his incendiary abilities global. We wake to fear as gargantuan monoliths menace cities worldwide, with only the Avengers standing between the population of Earth and a planet-wide inferno. Can they save Man-Thing in time to douse the fires? And does the man inside the thing, Ted Sallis, even want to be saved? Introducing a sensational new villain, the Harrower. Parental advisory on this one. Looks like it's going to be a pretty cool book. Good to see what's going to happen in here. And then also looks like there's going to be some new introductions here. So for you collectors out there, looks like this is one you want to grab up. Coming in at number 6, Batman Fortnite 0 Point. Of course, a little crossover here with DC Comics, Batman, and Fortnite. This was just recently announced, so you may not have heard about it. It wasn't in the solicits, full couple months ago. So this is something kind of new and fresh. I think they just announced this last week. We've already have issue 1 and issue 2 up on the website. For sure, go ahead and grab this. This looks like it's gonna be a little bit fun. Of course, this is DC Comics. A little crossover between Batman and Fortnite. It's going to be written by, it looks like, Christos Gage and Donald Muster, with a couple of different variants as well. I think 3 different variants for each one. So definitely go grab that, Batman Fortnite 0 Point. number 1. Coming at number 5, we have Beta Ray Bill number 1. Of course, this is from Marvel Comics, has lots of different covers. One of the ones that's going to be really cool is the one from Stegman. Of course, this is one of the Thor-like characters that we have out there, one of the most interesting looking characters in the Marvel Universe for sure. This is going to be pretty cool. Of course, this is kind of spreading off some of the stuff that Donny Cates has done. Looks like the writer on this project is Daniel Warren Johnson. Of course, he looks like he's also doing art, and of course, he has multiple covers from different people. So, Beta Ray Bill number 1 looks like it's going to be pretty cool. From the pages of Donny Cates' Thor and spinning out of the events of King in Black, the second most famous wielder of Mjolnir, can't even say that right, probably butchered it, the right-hand man of the God of Thunder, and now a warrior without his best weapon, Beta Ray Bill is tired of playing second fiddler to Thor, and with Bill's famous hammer Stormbreaker recently destroyed at the new All-Father's hands, tensions are higher than ever. The Corbinite must strike out in search of a new weapon and a new destiny, assuming he can first defeat a nullified Fin Fang Foom. Writer-artist Daniel Warren Johnson and colorist Mike Spicer take Beta Ray Bill on a journey beyond the shadow of a god. Plus, the oversized first issue contains an exclusive conversation between Johnson and Beta Ray Bill's creator, the legendary Walter Simonson. So it looks like it's going to be pretty cool. Beta Ray Bill is definitely an interesting character. It'd be kind of cool to see where he's going to go next. And again, if it looks like he's going to get a new weapon, these weapons seem to be a big deal for collectors. Eventually, we're going to see Beta Ray Bill in, I would think, the MCU. So make sure you're picking this up since, of course, Thor already has Stormbreaker in the movies. Beta Ray's going to need a new weapon. Speaking of Donny Cates, coming at number 5 is crossover number 5 from Image Comics. Of course, this is Donny Cates' current series he's doing over Image Comics with artist Jeff Shaw. This has been a extremely huge deal so far with crossovers, with Spawn on the cover and other different things like that. And of course, with Donny Cates signing, not really signing, but agreeing to do some stuff for Todd McFarlane's new Spawn universe. We're going to continue to see cool things with this title, I think. So again, this is crossover number 5 from Donny Cates and Jeff Shaw. Kids Love Chains, part 5. Finally, it all comes to this. What awaits our heroes at Ground Zero? What is the nefarious father Lowe up to in the basement of his? Who the hell is narrating this book? Where am I? What's happening? Find out in Kids Love Chains Part 5. Again, that's crossover number 5 from Image Comics by Donny Cates. Coming in at number 3, we have King in Black Ghost Rider number 1. Again, this is Marvel Comics, written by Ed Brisson, interior arts by Juan Frigeri. A couple different covers here on this one. Again, this is pushing the King in Black storyline that overall Donny Cates is a part of at Marvel. The war for Hell's Throne meets the King in Black. All Ghost Rider wants is to destroy Mephisto, round up an army of escaped demons, and secure his seat on the throne of Hell. Is that so much to ask? But now a dark god from space has shown up to throw the world into chaos, and some of Johnny's old friends have come to ask for his help. It may take everything they've got to stop this madness, maybe even the devil himself. And it's Marvel Comics, that's King in Black, Ghost Rider number 1. Ghost Rider is a very intriguing character, and it's cool to see him and some of these other people. Looks like they got Bobby Reyes on one of the covers, who was a Ghost Rider that was introduced in the TV show Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And of course, he has been in the comic books here recently, so pretty cool to see this. Ghost Rider is a really awesome character. Coming in at number 2, we've got Spawn, issue 316. Of course, if you don't know, here recently, like we said earlier, alluding to Todd McFarlane announcing the Spawn universe. So if you haven't, go check out that details. There's going to be lots of different new Spawn characters coming out, new villains, all kinds of new things. Lots of new creators are going to be helping, including J. Scott Campbell, Donny Cates, David Finch. It's going to be a really, really big pool of great creators helping Todd McFarlane with this new Spawn universe. It's going to be 4 ongoing titles, and the next few issues of Spawn are going to be really leading into that, including introducing new characters. And this is Spawn 316 from Image Comics. Of course, Todd McFarlane's writing these. The Chain Gang, Part 3. A new team, a new mission, She-Spawn, Gunslinger Spawn, and Medieval Spawn, and the Reaper. There you go. So there's some of your spawns already right there. So make sure you're picking up Spawn 316, number 2 on this week's Final Order Cutoff. And then coming in at number 1 is from Marvel Comics is Silk number 1. I feel like it's been a while since we've had really anything about Silk kind of going on in MCU. I'm sure she's been in some books and things like that. But we do have a little mini series coming up here, and one of the biggest reasons to pick up some of these Silk covers, these Silk books, are the covers. So the Ji-Hun Lee that they have on here is absolutely beautiful. So make sure you're picking this up. It looks like a great one to have. We do have some exclusives for this coming as well. One from Jana Cleto and also one from Kel New. So they're both a lot of fun. Be looking out for those. We should have those being announced very soon. Silk number 1 by Marvel Comics. By day, Cindy Moon is an intrepid reporter for the upstart new media empire, threats and menaces, and her old boss, J. Jonah Jameson. By night, she's Silk crime-fighting superhero, but those worlds are about to collide as an investigation into a series of gangland murders puts Silk and everyone she loves in danger. Who is the powerful new player in New York's underworld? Where did she come from? And what is she doing with that strange cat demon? It will take all of Cindy's prowess prowess as reporter and hero to find the answers and stay alive. So there you go. Silk #1. That's this week's #1 pick on the top 10. Thanks everyone for listening and watching. If you can, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel here. Make sure you hit that notification bell over there. And to find us on social media, of course, you can find us at Unknown Comic Books on Facebook, at Unknown Comic Books on Instagram, we're on Twitter, we're on Pinterest. And then if you're looking to buy any of this stuff, you can for sure order it from us at unknowncomicbooks.com. Save up to 30% off when you pre-order from us. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you next time.